There are places in every school that feel different. The back corner of the gym, the janitor's closet, the long, silent hallway behind the science labs. But nothing is quite as strange, or as feared, as the bathroom at the end of the hall. Especially the last stall, especially when it's empty, but the door is closed. Because in schools across Japan, children whisper of something that lives there, something that waits, not in the shadows, but in the silence. A voice that speaks from behind the door, soft and polite. It only asks one question: do you want red paper or blue? And whatever you answer, you die. They call him Aka Manto, the man in the red cloak. The story has been told for decades, with variations from region to region, but the core is always the same. A student enters the restroom alone, usually late in the day or just after the bell. The bathroom is empty. The air is still. Then as they settle into the stall, they hear it. Close. Impossibly close. Do you want red paper or blue? There's no one else there. No footsteps, no shadow under the partition. Just a voice, smooth and calm, as if it's offering a simple courtesy. But this is no ordinary choice. If the student says red, they are sliced open, back, chest or throat, until their body is drenched in blood. If they say blue, they're strangled until their skin turns a pale, suffocated blue. Some versions say red means being skinned alive, while blue drains all your blood at once. But the end is always the same. If you answer, you die. And if you try to outsmart the question, say something clever like no paper or I don't want either, the floor opens up and drags you to hell, or worse, he stays with you. No one agrees exactly what Aka Manto looks like. Some say he's tall and handsome, with a porcelain mask covering his face and a bright red cloak that flows as if caught in a breeze only he can feel. Others describe him as faceless, a blank, smooth head beneath the cloak, and say it's not a mask at all, but the absence of a face. What everyone agrees on is this: you never see him come in and you never see him leave. He's just there. Some say he was once a nobleman, obsessed with his appearance, who wore a red cloak and golden mask to hide his disfigurement. When he died, either murdered or by his own hand, his spirit became trapped in the place of his shame. Others believe he was a student himself, bullied to death in a school bathroom, and now roams the stalls seeking vengeance. But perhaps the most disturbing theory is this: that Aka Manto isn't a ghost, that he's something older, that the question he asks is not a trap, but a test, a ritual, a performance he plays again and again across schools, cities, even generations, always with the same lines, the same outcome, as if he's bound by rules we can't see. And maybe he doesn't want to kill. Maybe he's waiting for someone who knows the real answer. In modern Japan, many schools still have students who refuse to use the last stall in older restrooms. Teachers, too, speak of odd drafts in closed bathrooms or hearing footsteps echo behind them when they're alone. Horror manga, urban legends, and even video games have featured Aka Manto. But none quite capture the eerie normalcy of him. The way he speaks, the way he asks, as if it really is a choice. Some say if you ignore him, say nothing, and quickly leave the stall, he lets you go. Others insist that the only way to survive is to carry a red item in your pocket and throw it at the door, to confuse him, to buy time to escape. But these are just stories, right? Of all the things to fear in a bathroom, a spider, a broken lock, a flickering light, this one stays with you. The idea that something is waiting, not to chase you, not to scream, just to offer a question, and that you can't win. So next time you're alone in a public bathroom, especially at night, and you feel the air shift, the sound disappear, and a voice whisper from the stall beside you, don't answer, don't move, and whatever you do, don't choose red. Have you ever heard a story like this? What would you say if someone asked you to choose between red and blue? Let us know in the comment. And if you enjoy creepy folklore from around the world, like subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss another one. Until next time, you stick to the first stall, travel in pairs, and if the air gets too quiet, hold your breath.